Welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News. Jessica Zandan has been promoted to the position of managing editor at the Sun Chronicle. In the role, she will lead newsroom operations, which includes news, sports, photography, digital content, and other special projects. The position was unfilled since the previous managing editor, Craig Borges, was promoted to the role of general manager in 2019. We spoke with Ms. Zandan to learn about her journey and the local paper.
My name is Jessica Zandan. I'm the new managing editor at the Sun Chronicle. I've worked at the Sun Chronicle in total for about 14 years, and I'm excited to be able to lead the newsroom in our new endeavors in our future. I wrote my first letter to the editor at the age of 10, and our opinion page editor at the time, Mark Flanagan, accepted it and ran it. So I've been interested in newspapers ever since I was young. My parents were longtime subscribers, so I grew up with the newspaper. So it just seemed like a natural fit for me as an English and a history major. And once I graduated from grad school, I applied for an editing position here, got it, and have been here ever since, except for 2 years in between. Our goal is to serve our readers, so we adapt in the best way that we can to serve our readers every day, both print and digital on our website. Going forward in the future, we're working on a website redesign right now. That should be ready sometime in the first half of 2022. We hope that it brings a better experience for our digital readers and our web audience. I think we've just always tried to serve our readers, and that still is our guiding goal for every day, every paper we produce. We always say that healthy communities thrive with healthy journalism. So our presence in the community is really such that we can keep the community informed of what's going on, because all news is local news, and it's always important, no matter if it's an international, national story, it's whatever is happening, it's always important to our local audience too, because it does end up impacting them as well. And so newspapers in general, it's not been an easy time. You know, no one would say it's been easy, but it's still work that's really worth doing and is important to do. So we're always looking out for the health of our community in terms of how we can contribute and how we can help our readers understand more about where they live. If somebody wanted to get into journalism now, I would say just start writing. Read, read, read everything you can and write as much as you can, even if it's in a journal or if it's a letter to the editor or if it's something like that, if it's a school newspaper. You know, get as much experience as you can, get as much practice as you can, and then kind of, you know, follow the path down the road and see where it takes you. I mean, there are different kinds of journalists and different forms of journalism. And we have some interns that are working with us this semester, some college interns, and I just spoke with one yesterday, and what I was able to tell him is he was telling me that he had done a broadcast internship and he was trying a writing one now, and I said, you're on the right track, you know, try as many different kinds as you can to see what fits you. So it's really just getting out there and getting experience and not being afraid to go and walk into a local newspaper and say, hey, I'm looking for some experience. You know, what can I do? And work it like that.
And now looking at your extensive career, what's one of the memories that sticks out in your head is, this is why I got into journalism?
Well, I guess in the last year, really, I mean, it's really stuck out to me how important it is to have a local news source reporting on something that's a global issue. You know, making it relative and making it important to community members in our area, because, you know, you can read all of the national stories and all the international stories, but what does it really mean to you in your day-to-day life? And so being able to bring the stories and the experiences of what people have lived through during this during the past 2 years, during the pandemic, has really been something that's been important to me, and really being able to tell all, you know, the good and the happy news that's still happening during that time. I mean, we've had community members step up in incredible ways to help each other. And those kinds of stories are always really, you know, meaningful to me, to see how people are helping each other despite, you know, having tough times in their lives and, you know, in their worlds right now. If you'd like to learn more about the Sun Chronicle, you can visit us online at www.thesunchronicle.com. And we have our offices here at 34 South Main Street, downtown.